friends. Just wanted to say, please pray for me. I mean it. Like, you don't have to say formal prayers, but Psalm 109 is good. Psalm 35 is good. You can say Psalm 23. That's as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. But holiness is not what we've been told. It's not going to church on Sunday and pretending to be a fucking goody two-shoes during the week while simultaneously worshiping the fucking devil. What it is a choice every single day, every single second of every single day to align with heaven, to ask God, what do you want me to do? What should I do in this circumstance? Should I eat lunch right now? Should I do this? Should I do that? It's getting on the divine timeline. Perfection is not a thing. Perceived perfection is not a thing either. That's a performance. It's a mask, right? You're allowed to fuck up. What you're not allowed to do is hide it, sin against others, and then not repent for it. Because we all get mad sometimes. Someone's going to piss you off, and you're going to say to little Tina, fuck Johnny. I'm pissed at him. Little shitbag stole my pen or whatever. And he sinned against you. Yes, but you doing that's a sin too. But God's not, God doesn't expect you to be perfect. What he does expect you to do is when you're like, what, God, I'm so sorry. I should not have said that about Timmy. Who cares that he stole my pen? Just reveal what he's done. And then you go apologize to Tina. I shouldn't have said that about Johnny or Timmy to you. I'm so sorry that I did that. It wasn't necessary. 2 wrongs don't make a right. That's how you become holy, right? You don't become holy by saying, I don't make any mistakes, and I don't cuss, and I don't do this, and I don't do that. And then you meet the people, you really get to know someone, and you're like, yeah, you worship the devil. You literally be worshiping the devil. You're having affairs. You're doing all kinds of crazy shit. And yet you're pretending to be a Sunday school teacher. That is evil. That is evil incarnate, actually. I don't put on a performance, right? I've read the parts of the Bible that I've been told to read. That's by God, honestly. Because if I try to read any more of it, I'm really, I'm only interested in what he tells me to read when he tells me to read it, to be honest with you. It reads like a damn Shakespearean play. Ye thou, half thou, through the shadow of death. I always had a really hard time getting down with that. But now that I'm starting to comprehend it more, I do understand a lot of the stuff, and it's alchemy. It's spiritual alchemy. When you read Psalms and certain passages, you actually give heaven the frequency to go forth and manifest into reality your prayers. And that is really what you're doing when you pray. When you pray for all that's revealed in the dark to be brought to the light, reveal everybody's secrets that are in the dark. God is not going to tell you things that are secrets that aren't sinful, right? That's privacy. That's not a secret, right? You don't need to know if somebody accidentally shit their pants yesterday. God is not going to reveal that to you. What he is going to reveal is that they're doing fucking black sorcery against you and have stolen an entire inheritance and sacrificed your kittens. Which I hope nobody did, because that is so fucked up. And so, that is what I'm asking you to do. I'm asking you to believe in God and have faith that our universe isn't run by our egos, that it is run by a divine creator who created all of us in his and her image, right? Because God isn't just male or female, right? It's both, because we are both. But the mother of creation is a woman, right? And they erased her from creation. So what it did is it took a lot of identity away from the creator, and to where people really didn't believe anymore. And that's just not true, right? So however you perceive creation, worshiping God is the most powerful thing you could do. But if you need to start with just worshiping Mother Earth and the universe and stuff like that, cool, right? God will meet you exactly where you're at. And so I'm just asking for you guys to do this for me, to reveal everything that's in the dark in my life and the people around me be brought into the light. Because nothing is going to save me from this except for God. And that's a fact. I wouldn't even be alive now if it wasn't. And I'm not joking. And if you know me, you know how stubborn I am and how much willpower I have. And when I believe in something, I will fight for it. I will fight until the death for something. No matter what, no matter how uncomfortable it gets, no matter how many people get in my way, it actually fuels me. And I've always been this way. Stubbornness, there's nothing wrong with that when aimed in the right direction, right? If you're being stubborn and your mom told you to take a bath, and you haven't bathed in 3 days and you just don't want to do it because she told you to, That's the wrong kind of stubbornness. That needs to be refined, right? It needs to be nurtured. And so I used to do shit like that too. But I'm just asking you, please believe in God, believe in me, that I wouldn't make all this shit up. I'm not crazy. It's clear that I'm stable, right? And I do need your help. I do. I never ask people for anything. This year I have had to ask them, and my doctor and his wife have been helping me a lot, and I'm so appreciative of everything that they've done for me. And I hope one day I can repay them. And if all of it hasn't been sincere, that's okay too. I just pray that what's in the dark be brought to the light of what's going on, because my medical records have gotten out, not saying it's from them. Therapy notes where I went to see a therapist that was friends with my husband. I think those have been altered and released. I think people have gone to court to testify as me. All kinds of things are going on. And I need you guys to pray that it gets revealed in the light, and that we make sure that the right authorities are working on this, which I do know that there are some, yes. But when you're surrounded and you're in that profession, mostly by corrupt officials, it is really hard to do your job without them finding out that you're doing it and then them trying to shut you down. And so that's why this has taken longer than it should have, because 80% of law enforcement globally is corrupted. Bottom line, most of these people are fucking demons masquerading as the righteous that really harm innocent people and elevate the wicked. And so I love the law enforcement that are righteous. I know how much danger you're in every day, and I appreciate you protecting me. I honestly do. And I hope Louisiana State Police has taken a turn for the better, and same thing with the FBI here. And I suspect that you have, and I'm proud of you. Have courage, have real courage, be willing to die for what you believe in. Believe it or not, it moves these shitbags out of your way because their frequency is too low. If you say, you know what, I don't care, fucking Lieutenant Dan, I'm not going to do what you're saying, and you can blackmail me however you want. I don't give a shit. I'm going to expose you no matter what. So you better make sure you kill me, because if you don't, I'm fucking coming for you. Guess what's going to happen? That guy's going to go home and shit his pants. Is what's going to happen. He's going to start fucking throwing away all the bad stuff he's been doing, because he didn't expect that. He expected you to be in fear, because bullies always operate on fear, on inflicting fear. If you're not afraid, if you rise up, that frequency is way higher when you operate in truth. So 99% of the time, the bully is going to fucking crumble, like a deck of cards, or fold, whatever, like a deck of cards. So anywho, pray, believe. You must. Because if you don't, we can't save our world, and your children will be sold into human trafficking, and your grandchildren. And there will be no light left in this world, and people will have babies just so people can sexually abuse them, which is almost what's happening now. And that ain't no shit. Look around you if you don't believe me. It matters. It matters because it affects you, even if you don't think it does. You're wrong. And ignoring a problem when you know it exists is the same thing as participating in it. So, believe in God. You don't have to leave your house to do that. You don't even have to leave your job. Just, God, dude, help Andrea out. Reveal whatever's in the dark. Bring it into the light. Show the truth to the right people so that she can be saved from all of this, and it will save all of us, because it will. It has a ripple effect, right? All this money these people are stealing, I wanted to pay off my debts, right, that I honestly had, not from my identity being stolen by these freaks. And then I wanted to invest, get my life reestablished, right? And then invest the rest and start helping homeless people, people that have been placed in mental institutions that don't belong there, prisoners that do not belong in fucking prison. I wanted to help all these people, right? And these people are stealing money that I wanted to use to improve the world, honestly. And I want to stop human trafficking. I'm going to stop it. That ain't no shit. That isn't a negotiation. It's over. And I'm stopping all the Masonic organizations too, worshiping the devil. And I don't care if you guys think you can stop me. You can't, because you can't stop heaven. And I'll never stop until you're all out of business. So anywho, and I want everyone to look at New York State and Louisiana and Ohio and Illinois and Georgia and Florida. I mean, there is human trafficking everywhere. When you go to the gas station, pay attention, look for emerging patterns. If you notice every 2 seconds, every 5 minutes, a new car is parking in this faraway spot in this one direction, and a similar type person is getting out of the car, that isn't a coincidence. It's a pattern, which means something else is going on. That isn't the regular heartbeat of just normal life, which also has a heartbeat, yes. And it's not coincidence. It's not a coincidence heartbeat. That also has a pattern. But the pattern isn't as specific as this one, right? It has a lot more variables in it because it's different people making the same decision to go to that gas station. When the same types of people are making the same decision to go to this gas station over and over and over again. There's only so many people in scrubs, right? Middle-aged women that could be stopping for gas at this place. Bottom line, the law of averages doesn't allow for it. So look for those things. Be perceptive. Keep your head on a swivel. Because if you're not involved in this, you're in danger. Look at your social media. Look at all the people's profile pictures and cover photos. Look for the patterns. Something doesn't feel right. You look at it and you're like, I don't know why this family picture seems off. And it doesn't go. You know, why is this a picture of a black thug with a family of 4 white people as its cover photo? Like, what is that? What is that really, though? Or these people who look like complete fucking dirtbags that are fostering all these kids. You know what they're doing with them? They're trafficking them. That's what they're doing. And it is your job and mine to make sure that these innocent children are not sold into fucking human sex trafficking. And that is a fact. And if you don't do your job, you'll be punished for not doing it. So protect the innocent, no matter what the cost. Because the cost of not protecting them, I assure you, is much higher. Okay, I love you guys. And I'm not unstable, but I will do anything to protect innocent women, men, and children. And that is a fact. I will not allow people to be raped in their sleep. Well, I just say, oh, it doesn't matter to me. No, it matters very much to me, and I'm going to stop it. And I hope you join me.